David Attenborough in his recent documentary said, "We have overrun our planet." So let's look at that. Up to about 10,000 years ago, when we came out of the last ice age, human impact on the planet was small. Humans mastered the use of fire to open up land and started to use animals to till the land and to eat. Anthony Barnosky, a professor at UC Berkeley, has amassed some seriously interesting figures on human and wildlife history. In this graph, he shows the number of Megafauna species in red, that is wild animals weighing more than 100 pounds or about the weight of a sheep. That's the red dots. So Megafauna started to die out about 100,000 years ago, and then species plummeted about 10,000 years ago. Also about 10,000 years ago, as we came out of the Ice Age and the agricultural revolution started, human population in blue dots began its meteoric rise. To see what happened next, we'll go to the work of Israeli and US researchers Bar-On and others, published in 2018. This is the biomass of mammals on Earth, not including fish or birds. So 100,000 years ago, wild animals made up practically all the biomass. Fast forward to the present time, and we see that wild mammal biomass, that is from mice up to elephants, has fallen to a small fraction of its prehistoric level, whereas human biomass has shot up more than the prehistoric wildlife. But most astonishing in this chart is the rise of farmed animals, equivalent to more than twice the weight of humanity, and 10 times our numbers. There are now about 8 billion humans on Earth, and 80 billion animals are bred each year. This is extraordinary in two ways. Number one, how on earth can we feed these animals when they weigh 3 times more than the megafauna did before we got here? Secondly, these animals are bred to grow quickly, to produce a lot of milk or meat, so they are voracious eaters. They weigh twice as much as humanity, but they eat about 5 times more than we do. And that makes the problem even worse. How could we feed them all? This explosion of animals has been due in part to the invention of nitrogen fertiliser. We now produce as much reactive nitrogen in chemical fertiliser as the whole of nature. Clearly, we have overrun our planet. But it's not human mouths to feed, it's farmed animal mouths to feed. Farmed animals have squeezed out wild animals. This imbalance is most obvious when we look at how we use our planet on the next video.